Welcome back to another episode of the Hunt Fish Live podcast, where the bucks are big, the fish tails are bigger, and the coffee is strong enough to drag a deer out of the woods. Today we're going to be diving into those glorious and sometimes confusing trail cam pics. Is it a shooter buck or that same raccoon with a god complex? Either way, bow season is right around the corner, and I'm sharing how I'm getting ready, mentally, physically, emotionally, because let's be honest, missing opening day is basically a tragedy. Let's get into it. So now that fishing's done, I've basically switched into full deer hunting mode. I cannot wait to be out in the woods, like I've said in the past, 17 episodes of this show. But I am fully committed. I've been shooting my bow, getting dialed in. I mean, it's dialed in, but just getting my body dialed in to different distances and all that stuff. So, or hunt in Indiana, it's a big farm, and so there's a few stands that are on the field edge, and so your shot there is, anywhere between 10 yards and however far out you're capable and comfortable shooting. In the past, I'd only been comfortable out to 30 yards. And so this year I started shooting to 35, and this week I should be out to 40. I figured out how to get that distance at my house, so that's pretty awesome. I'm excited to shoot that distance and have a place to safely do it. I do have a long open area that I can shoot, but it 60 yards is about as far as I can get, and it's ends up being 30 feet from the road, so that is not acceptable in my mind. So I don't shoot that way anymore. I do have a pretty decent target. It's from Cabela's or Bass Pro or whatever you want to call it now. But it stops my arrows pretty good. It's getting a little worn out in a couple areas, so I need to start aiming a little different. But at least I'm consistent, right? Consistency is key when you're bow hunting. The bow that I have now and the sight that I have now, it's an HHA adjustable dial sight. That thing is solid as a rock, and I never have to sight it in all the way. I just have to, modify my windage usually, based on how I'm pulling that ear. So what are you gonna do? I got my bow out a couple weeks ago and started shooting, and I was a little sore at first, but now I'm right back into the game. So I like to try to start shooting earlier in the summer, but life happens. I got busy, and stuff happened. So I did get it out. I'm getting warmed up, and I will be fully ready for October 1st. I'm not sure if I'm going to go hunting. It's a Wednesday this year, so I might go out to my public land spot around home Wednesday night, but I'm not quite sure. I'm leaving Friday morning to go down to Indiana for the weekend, and that is going to be a lot of fun. We've been getting trail camera pictures of these huge bucks. Well, huge bucks, medium-sized bucks, and little bucks. The corn is all up down there, so where my stand is that I like to hunt, or one of the stands I like to hunt, it's between the corn. It's on the edge of the woods, in the way back of the property, behind the corn, So the deer that come through back there have no idea that there's somebody there, and they can't see what's coming. It's the only time of year you can drive the trucks out to the tree stand because the deer can't see you at all. So, yeah, I had this big wide buck show up the other day. I'll put a picture up here of it. This thing came in one and done, just passing through. My camera points towards the east, so the sun comes up into it and sets behind it. So, yeah, this guy came through, just a giant. He looks like he's moving in the pictures. His legs are up, so like he's walking. But hopefully he comes back. There's been a bunch of does moving through there. It gets foggy back there, so I have a hard time getting early morning pictures to be in focus just because of the fog and whatnot. But yeah, had this one. This one is the one I just showed you is on my hit list, of course. There's a couple other ones I'll show the pictures here. They've been one and dones. I haven't had anything too consistent as far as sticking around in the area, but a lot of passing through. We have another spot that we call the backfield. It's in the back of the property. This guy showed up the other day, and I think it's the buck that we kicked out or jumped when we were doing trail cameras a few weeks ago. The antlers kind of look the same, and it's just a big deer. So hopefully he sticks around. There's a bunch of does out there too. Out back. It's let's see, cornfield with thick woods, and then between the cornfield and the woods, there is probably about 40 yards of CRP, and so the deer bed in that before they go feed. The ditch has water behind everything has water going through it. So they get food, water, shelter. They have all they need right there, and there's a swamp across the road that they come from as well. But the corn down there is like 12 feet tall. They had a really good crop this year, so I'm not sure when they'll cut it down, probably in the next few weeks or so. Hopefully it makes it past opening weekend, but you never know. So, yeah, we will see how that goes. Hopefully these other deer start coming around more often, more consistently. We haven't been able to get a pattern on anything, so yeah, that's always tough. And then you know how this goes. The deer that you see on trail cameras never show up during deer season anyway, so it's all kind of a cluster. And you don't know what you're hunting, but you want to hunt these, and they're over here one day, they're over there the next day, and then they just disappear. And then you get trail camera pictures of nothing for like a month and a half until the rut starts back up, and then we get all excited again to see different deer than are on the cameras. So I don't know. We all use cell cams down there. I have cameras down there. Corey's got cameras down there. Brandon's got cameras down there. Steve, camera. A couple cameras. Jeff has a camera. So we all send pictures of all of our deer throughout the day, every day, starting at like 5:30 in the morning when everybody starts to wake up. But it's a lot of fun. It's cool being able to share those pictures instantly with your buddies and anybody else. It does kind of get expensive, but you just gotta know. You just gotta know your limits, just like everything else. On top of all the trail cam work and scouting that we've been doing and I've been doing, another part of my deer season prep is eating better and getting some exercise, getting in better hunting shape, and getting my body to feel better. I've been taking supplements. I've also been eating more clean, way less sugar, way less carbs, more protein, more veggies, and things are starting to feel great. My body feels good. I've been exercising. I work from home as a day job, so um, I I'm close to the refrigerator and the snack cupboard and the freezer and all that stuff. So um, what I've been doing the past month or so, whenever I get up to go to the bathroom or get some water or whatever, instead of going and grabbing something to eat, I've been doing a set of squats, a set of mountain climbers, and a set of power band curls, and that has got me feeling good too. Getting up and moving around says a lot. I've also been walking. Um, I walk at lunch and I walk right after work usually. So just need to get my body into shape. The At the farm down in Indiana, the walk back to the hunting area, back to the woods, is about a half a mile. And as you all know, carrying your backpack and carrying all your gear gets heavy. So that half mile walk isn't that far, right? It's only 1,000 steps. So it's not a long walk, but we tend to get sweaty. I tend to get really sweaty. I don't wear all my clothes out on the walk, but it never seems to matter. This year, though, I'm thinking of bringing my bike down. The 2-track that goes around all the fields and all that stuff is pretty packed down. So riding a bike wouldn't be tough. I think it'd be pretty easy. We've seen people riding bikes through the cornfields and stuff down there all the time. So I'm thinking of doing that. It'll be less work, get me back there faster, get me back there quieter, and it's not driving a vehicle. The guys seem to think that driving a vehicle back there bothers the deer. I don't think it does. They think it does, so I usually just walk and suck it up. Complain a little bit, but that's all part of it for me. I don't mind the walk, really. In all honesty, I do not mind the walk. So, it's annoying, but it's nothing that I can't do, right? Especially get in better shape and been eating better too. It's helped. I can feel it. So we have a little over a week to go. And the Monday before season, I'm really gonna buckle down and do a good job, keep myself healthy and ready. Gutting a deer, dragging a deer, cutting up a deer, all takes work and all takes energy. And the more energy and more efficient your body is, the easier it's going to be. So hopefully we can stick to it, and hopefully I can stick to it through season, and just be the best version of me that I can be. So I'm excited to see my hard work pay off and see how my hard work makes me feel once I get in the tree. So I know the squats help with climbing with my saddle on my climbing sticks and getting up into the tree stands too. So it all helps. So I suggest get on a good eating plan, get on a good exercise plan, and stick to it. It's going to help you in the long run and get you in better condition for hunting deer. And just like that, folks, the long days of prep, scouting, tuning gear, and talking strategy have all led to this moment. We're just days away from the start of deer season. The anticipation has built to a fever pitch, and I know I'm not the only one that wants to get back into the woods, right? This is my favorite time of year. Not just for the hunt, but for the time I get to spend with my blood brothers out there. The camaraderie, the quiet mornings, the adrenaline of a good sit. There is literally nothing like that, as you know. I can't wait to share the journey with you all. The highs, the lows, the stories, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. I'll be recording some episodes over the road, right after hunts, and hopefully sitting down with a guest or two to bring you into the heart of it all. So stay tuned, stay ready, and as always, hunt hard, fish smart, and live wild. Until next time, this is the Hunt, Fish, Live podcast. Thank you for listening, everybody. Let's get after it.